question is, should Social Security be means tested? Ed, you want to start with that one? Like, should it be some cutoff in wealth, and then maybe you're not getting Social Security anymore?
So I think that would be, I think if you put the immediate argument to say, okay, well, this will be means tested, would that entice people to say, well, if I'm not getting Social Security, why should I pay into it? And I think, there'll be people who say, well, you earn enough money, you should contribute to society. But, I think people would be, legitimately annoyed if they'd paid into the system their entire life, got to 62, 65, 67, and then weren't able to draw to it. I think, I would be very reluctant to advocate for a supposedly universal system, and then to say that, if you earn a certain amount, you can't draw into it. The other kind of angle to look at this is like, are you then going to penalize success, right? Are we saying people, work all your life, earn all this money, but ultimately, we're not going to reward you at the end of it. I think there are some concerns there that I would potentially have. I'm not saying, again, Congress couldn't do it. Congress absolutely could do it. They could easily impose a means test on Social Security. I think it would have some very serious trade-offs with people, very wealthy people.
Go ahead, Les.
The people that get the most out of Social Security are the ones that need it the least. And while I don't think means testing is necessarily equitable or fair, I think it's a necessary part of the solution. And I think people that are in higher income in retirement, in their retirement, can afford to give up some of it, not necessarily all of it, but I think cutting it back in means testing is one of maybe many different components of trying to get Social Security to work, and I would favor it.
Go ahead.
So I wanted to pick up on, is this working? Okay, wanted to pick up on what Ed was saying, that everybody pays into Social Security, and so large majorities of people believe that if you pay in, you should be able to get benefits. So we asked that very question in our most recent survey, and 85% of Americans said they believe that everyone who pays into Social Security should receive it no matter what other income they have.
Would you worry that if it was means tested, that it would erode the popularity of the system itself? We all are sort of in this together in a way, and that's part of what drives the popularity of Social Security?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a common saying in public policy, programs for the poor are poor programs. Social Security is among the most popular programs that we have precisely for that reason, because we're all in it together. We all pay in. We all know that it's there for us when we retire or become disabled or lose a family breadwinner.